Also, the reaction to Frogan by everyone, including XQC, is so fucking gross, dude. Straight up, you're fucking gross.
There is so much to hate on that person. It's hard to find the things to like. Every clip I've seen of her is like atrocious.
U.S. military? Boo f***ing who? I hope you get PTSD.
But she's unapologetically offensive, asking the world not to be offensive.
I don't care about fucking Ethan's reaction. I don't even want to see it anymore. I'm so pissed off.
Jeez, Hasan is so mad about the response to the iDubbbz content cop. It seems like he really thought this would go well for them. Now the guy is stuck in this same old loop, trying to run defense for its failures because most people seen it for what it is. A slop piece that had no intention of being objective from the very first scene you see. People are calling out iDubbbz for essentially doing an opening skit with 4 people that are far more worthy of a content cop than Ethan. And now, Hasan is trying to obfuscate the situation and act like big creators like XQC and Asmongold are criticizing people like Frogan because they're essentially racist and Islamophobic. Because, get this, they're calling out a Muslim woman with a hijab. I'm sorry, dude, but I didn't realize a hijab was a magical shield that made you invulnerable to being called out for being a horrible person that says horrible things.
Wake up, Ethan. Wake up, Ethan. Ethan, wake up.
This intro goes kind of hard. I'm not gonna lie, especially when the music kicks in. Like this, I don't know. Maybe I'm crazy, but I felt like this intro, like Ian cooked on this. Keep going. He loses it when he sees Frogan. Bro, I can't watch it because he just like keeps pausing, dude. He keeps pausing. Also, the reaction to Frogan by everyone, including XQC, is so fucking gross, dude. Straight up, you're fucking gross. That's all it is. Everybody acts like Frogan is the fucking Antichrist, okay? And it's so transparent what these fucking losers are doing. Like, you can have disagreements with Frogan if you want, but God, everyone is immediately, like, their reaction is so visceral. It's so goddamn visceral. Like, give me a fucking break, dude. This is so fucking normalized. Like, Asmongold, XQC, I saw some of them go fucking viral too. It's like, yeah, bro, she's hijabi. I know. And don't even fucking for a moment act like that does not contribute to this. They will say, oh, it's because we hate her opinions. Like, no, you reacted that way specifically for a very specific purpose, bro.
The fact that he acts like these people are having such a visceral reaction purely because of Frogan wearing a hijab is just like the most disingenuous bullshit I've ever seen. I'm sorry, Hasan, but trying to hide your friend from criticisms because of their outfit has gotta be a new low. Especially in Frogan's instance. They couldn't be more worthy of being criticized. And to act like they're only being criticized because of her being a Muslim woman with the hijab is just so bottom of the barrel. It's just actually embarrassing. Let's just think about this statement for a second. Does Asmongold and XQC not laugh at you and say you're disgusting for your statements all of the time? Oh, yeah, I almost forgot Hasan was a hijabi woman.
Dude, the fact that I even have to defend myself against if you don't like this person, you're hating because she's wearing a hijabi. Bro. Please, brother. There is so much to hate on that person. It's hard to find the things to like. Every clip I've seen of her is like atrocious. But she's unapologetically offensive, asking the world not to be offensive.
I have no pity at all for any fucking soldiers. Distress, thank you so much. I will never have any fucking pity for any fucking soldiers. U.S. military? Boo fucking who? I hope you get PTSD. Okay? 6250. 9/11 baking stream with Raf and Capri. If we get to this goal by 9/11, Capri, Raf, and I will make the Twin Towers out of a stacked cake. And we'll make an airplane. And we'll recreate 9/11.
She's unapologetically offensive, asking the world not to be offensive.
Wow, that's actually the perfect description of Frogan. She is unapologetically offensive, asking the world not to be offensive. Like, bro, make it make sense. That's like actually her whole shtick. She says some really crazy shit, then the world calls her out for saying some really crazy shit, and she hides behind her hijab. And then people like Hasan facilitate her in doing just that. If any of the people in this video deserve the hate they are receiving, it would have to be Frogan. And the fact that Hasan is just so willing to die on the Frogan defense hill is kind of bewildering to me. Stop trying to act like you don't know why people dislike her. I can tell you right now, it's not about people saying she looks like Hijabi the Hutt, Hasan. It's because she's just a totally unlikable person that just tries to be offensive for clout, then cries racism when called out.
I think like 20% of this video was really good, and I think 80% of it wasn't. I think that really this video would have been a lot better if you didn't have... I think that he really, like, Ethan really poisoned the well with, like, this kind of stuff, right? Where is it? Oops, sorry. No! Ethan really kind of poisoned the well with this kind of stuff here. And I feel like at the very beginning, like, he didn't need to align himself... Or, sorry, Ian. Look, why the fuck is it Ethan and Ian? Can't they have better names? Yeah, Ian, excuse me. Ian really poisoned the well with the video because he's taking the side of people that are, you know, in a lot of cases, negatively seen online. And I think especially with Denims and Frogan, like Sean's kind of like a smaller content creator. Not a lot of people know about him, and there hasn't been as much drama about him. And like Hasan has a big fan base too. But like the reality is that, I mean, when you don't need to align, and I saw this with like his video. I'll link the video too. Like, thanks to these creators who helped put this together, right? And like you have like basically a shout out to all these other people. I feel like you did a pretty big disservice to yourself by kind of coding your video in being favorable towards them. And I think that wasn't really necessary.
See, Asmongold is right. Ian did this to himself, and everyone that was featured in the intro should have expected this, to be honest. Nobody can take your content cops seriously when you team up with the people that have been harassing the target of your video, and then try and humanize them and hand wave off anything bad they've done. Like, I'm not trying to like absolve Ethan of like his problems. The dude has plenty of them, but make it make sense.
I hate this. I hate this so much, but it's not necessarily that I hate the reaction, and I think it's more so that it's so normalized to behave this way. It really grosses me out, and I know people will try to fucking do the wow, you're so ruthless for calling out the Islamophobia here and calling out the racism here. I wasn't being racist, and then fucking fight tooth and nail. But it's gross as fuck, okay? That wasn't the part I was talking about, bro. Keep watching until you bring up the content nuke to see his reaction. I don't care about fucking Ethan's reaction. I don't even want to see it anymore. I'm so pissed off. What are we doing? Like, what the fuck are we doing? How are we so goddamn cruel? You know what I mean?
I will never have any fucking pity for any fucking soldiers. U.S. military? Boo fucking who? I hope you get PTSD.
How are we so goddamn cruel? You know what I mean? How is that allowed? How do other people in the community don't fucking check these people? You know what I mean? Why is that appropriate? Why is that in any way, shape, or form appropriate? Like, that's a fucking peer, okay? Yeah, I'm sorry she doesn't have fucking 30,000 live concurrent viewers. Maybe then you would suck up to her and respect her. Gross. Fucking gross, dude. She's a woman. She's loud. She loves drama. And she's a hijabi. And she's Muslim. Yeah, she's a Muslim and also visibly Muslim. Just like the quintuple Monty.
Why are you guys so cruel to this woman? She is a peer, guys. You should feel ashamed. Meanwhile,
Raph and I will make the Twin Towers out of a stacked cake, and we'll make an airplane, and we'll recreate 9/11.
I'm just here wondering, how does Hasan sit here and sound so genuine in his disgust with how people are treating Frogan when he knows well all the things she has said and done? Does he think most people are just gonna hand wave off all of her viral clips and then just go to her stream and see if she is actually a good person and not just a totally unlikable tool? Sorry, bud. People just aren't going to do that. She has branded herself. She has made her bed, and now she has to sleep in it, buddy. You can call racism all you want, but that's not going to change how the vast majority of the public views this person. Even most people in the left-wing streaming space stay far away from this woman for a reason, and it's not her job, Hasan.
Once again, aligning himself with
Sean, didn't say there's more footage, at least the bloopers, I-dubs. Dude, yeah, that was a one-take Jake, by the way. I did the wake up, Ethan. One shot at it, dude. The boy could be an actor, you know what I mean?
Denims, who literally calls my wife a baby killer, amongst other insane, terrible things.
All right, he's just like, dude, this is such a funny way to react to this. Like, yeah, I pause a lot, okay? When I react to shit, I pause a lot, but god damn, dude, this motherfucker literally took 3 hours, it seems, to go through 10 minutes of the fucking 10 minutes. He played the semantics card. He literally says shit and completely forgets the next day. I think he just has an unlimited faucet of calling whoever he is branded an enemy virtually every smear under the sun.
Can someone please tell me why Hasan is laughing hysterically at Ethan saying Denims called his wife a baby killer? What exactly is so funny about that? See, this is exactly how Hasan keeps getting himself into shit with the whole absolving and denying rape shit. Because the guy laughs at the most inappropriate times. Also, he could like dog whistle to his insane audience. Whenever you see Hasan acting confused and offended at why people keep calling him out for that sort of stuff, just remember his hysterical laugh. And isn't it funny that Hasan has the nerve to call out Ethan for his response to the content cop when Hasan is still hiding in fear and won't watch the content nuke? And what an ironic quote coming from Hasan. He has an unlimited faucet for calling anyone who he has branded an enemy virtually anything under the sun. Bro, are you staring into a mirror while saying this? Cause we just went over you calling XQC and Asmongold essentially racist cause they called out Frogan in the iDubbbz video. Hasan really has a bad problem of like revealing his game plan while lashing out at other people. He is just so clearly the one that is actually doing this. And the fact that he made this statement just makes me think he 100% knows what he's doing. It's not unintentional. What an absolute disgusting loser. Sheesh. That content cop really didn't go the way these guys wanted to, eh? Oof. All right, guys, I said my bit. I hope you guys liked the video. And if you did, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe. And if you want to see more content like this, YouTube thinks you're going to like this video right here.